We're going to end up finishing the news and notes with this one, and it is about Phillip Rivers, your guy. Both of you guys played with Phillip Rivers, and Marcus, you played with him as his left tackle, protecting his blind side. Well, DeMarcus Ware, former Denver Broncos pass rusher, and quick thoughts about DeMarcus Ware. I know you said before the podcast that you used to dominate him, so anything to add about that?
Yeah, well, way to put me on the spot, Scrappy. Now the beating at my damn door. Like, what the hell did you say? But no, I did dominate him. I absolutely dominated you, DeMarcus. Come on, bring it on. We can do a pass rush right now. I got one in me. I got one left.
You got one more block left in you.
You know, without pads, he's going to get that imaginary sack.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but
it's true.
But I actually did have a great game against DeMarcus Ware when we played against him. The one time we did get to go to Dallas and play in Jerry Land, but I think I was just so pumped up against the game. He's a buddy of mine. He's a good guy, went to school in Alabama as well. So
okay.
it was more of a friendly competition where, we were just ready to go and get after it,
Yeah.
So I knew I had to bring my lunch pail that game. I knew I was going to be playing against one of the best defensive ends in the game, if not one of the best of all time. So I really didn't have a choice. I had to put on my big boy pants and get ready to come block him. Now, him saying Phillip Rivers is the hardest person to sack is like that's amazing to me, because I've seen Phillip kind of like I be trying to tell him, run, Phil, run, and somebody clip the back of his foot, and all of a sudden he goes down, but he does.
Phillip not the slightest of foot.
Yeah, quick feet weren't his thing, but at the same time, Phillip does have a quick releaser. He knows how to get rid of that ball, so he's not going to take unnecessary sacks.
And that's what DeMarcus Ware said. He told the Fantasy Football Today show on Twitch last Thursday. He said, yes, the hardest quarterback to take down was the least mobile quarterback, Phillip Rivers. The reason why is right before the game, Phillip Rivers, he told me, he said, quote, DeMarcus, you're never going to get a sack on me. You know why? I'm going to either throw it out of bounds or I'm going to get an intentional grounding, end quote, which is a great Phillip Rivers quote. And it's hilarious because I've seen Phillip talking to people on the field, and I'm sure that a few times he's like, see, you still haven't sacked me, Phillip. You still haven't sacked me, DeMarcus. You still haven't sacked me. It took him 12 years to get his first sack on Phillip Rivers. So that's something that you work your whole career for, apparently, is sacking Phillip Rivers.
I absolutely did not expect him to say that. And so I like data. I wanted to find out some more. So I just Googled the teams that have given up the fewest sacks in the NFL. And it aligns exactly with what DeMarcus is talking about. Pittsburgh, Big Ben is not mobile. He's big enough to take off, so that he can shed a tackle, but he's not going anywhere. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers can still move a little bit. Indianapolis with our boy Phillip Rivers. Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. LA Rams with Jared Goff. These are not quick movers. And so it just shows that the smart quarterbacks that know they need to get rid of the ball, those are the ones that are not getting sacked, and they're also not running around trying to make things happen and then get sacked. But I never would have explored that without DeMarcus's quote, and that is fascinating. It's really interesting.
It is interesting. We'll try to get DeMarcus on maybe one day.
There you go.
I was expecting them to say definitely probably Big Ben, because Big Ben is Big Ben. I've seen guys run up to Big Ben and try and hit him in the back and bounce off, and he just kind of sheds him off like a grizzly bear. So I was expecting Big Ben, but shout out to PR. I call him Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, shout out to him. That's a good title to have. One of the best defensive ends, the pass rushers in NFL history, said that he was the hardest guy to sack. So,
hey, the bottom of that list, Carson Wentz.
Oh man, comes full circle for he's probably listening to the podcast right now, and he's like, they moved past me, and now they're gonna bring me back.
That would be great. I would love. That would be outstanding. Carson,
Carson, if you're listening, hit us up. We'll
have
you on. No
we'll
problem.
Continue to bash you.
Yeah.